Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of It Starts With Action. Oops, no, I was not meant to say that. Oh my gosh. Oh. Hi everyone, I hope you guys are doing well in this quarantine time. Today I thought I would do a video on networking because this is something that, it was year 12 where we had to do work experience and stuff that got me into realizing the importance of networking, I guess. Like the importance of meeting people. Yeah, just like meeting people. It's so weird how much I've changed, but honestly, if you look at me a year ago, I am probably the shyest person ever. I wouldn't speak to people, I wouldn't go out, talking, I had this social anxiety a bit that just talking to people would drain me, and it's just the scariest thing ever. But I would say now I am extremely comfortable with talking to, I wouldn't say anyone, I would say similar age people, I guess. I don't know. I still need to work on it, obviously, but I thought I would make a video to share my tips on what I've learnt from my experience and how I believe that everyone can do it. And I know that some of you guys watching this might be thinking, I want to network, but I am shy, I'm not confident, I'm a boring person, I have no idea what to talk about, I can't do this, I just can't. And that's how I felt. And that's kind of, sometimes I still feel that. I hope that this video is going to help you get rid of all of those beliefs and go and take action. I am going to talk about, I'm going to say take action probably a millions of times, forever, because this is now my motto, because it starts with action. Everything starts with action. So the first thing about networking is you need to ask yourself, why are you networking? What's the purpose of networking? And honestly, I don't actually like the word networking. I feel like it's so, it's not genuine. One thing you need to know about networking, it's about relationships. It's about building relationships and talking to strangers that you don't know and potentially being best friends with them, just one-off hi and yeah. So knowing, why do you want to network? Who do you want to talk to? And why do you want to talk to them? Just having that clarity is important. So I'll share my view. For me, I think because I've struggled a lot with just making friends, honestly, I've struggled so much with finding the right kind of friends I want to be around. And also I am, it's not actually, it's no one's fault but me. It's my fault that I was too afraid to talk and I would never put myself out there. And so my goal was to actually, I don't really care much about who I meet. It's more like I need to put myself out there and I need to talk. I need to try, because networking, speaking, communication skills is super important for everything in life, I guess. Important. And being an introvert who's really afraid of talking, that is, I can't survive. I can't survive. No, I'm kidding. I can survive, but it's not, I'm not gonna reach where I want to be. Tip number 2 is that I think if I go to a physical networking event, you will probably see me in the corner, hiding and just trying to just be invisible. But that's why I think as an introvert, if you're just starting out, then definitely use use social media. So I think for me, LinkedIn was probably the best. I started LinkedIn 2 years ago, just one day revision, procrastination. Why not just start a LinkedIn profile because I'm bored? And then since then, I've honestly loved using LinkedIn. But recently, it's been even more amazing where I've talked to so many amazing people, and I've actually met a tribe of amazing friends just through LinkedIn. It's about just reaching out to people. I met quite a few friends on Instagram. just through like promoting my personal statement webinar, and like some I've become really close with, and it's just so cool. But yeah, like if you're afraid, I think so like online is probably the best to like start off with, because you don't actually need to, you know, be there. And like the worst thing is that you're super anxious, you talk, and then you probably like close the Zoom call or just like stop replying. Like that's not as scary as like you're in an event and you know you have to physically run away. Tip 3 is about, I guess, what to talk about. You know, what do I say to someone I don't really know? He's in the whatever industry and like he's doing super cool stuff, but like who am I to speak to that type of person? Like I'm nothing. How can I speak to someone who's doing this? First, get rid of that belief. You are an amazing person. You have so much to offer. You are unique. You have so many amazing stories. I know I've talked to so many of you guys. You have like super amazing stories, skills, passions. You have a lot to talk about. And don't think that you are no one and that you have nothing to talk about, which I used to think that. And sometimes I do think that, but I'm changing that. So the first thing is to realize that you have a lot to talk about and you can talk about it. But in networking, I guess people like to talk about what they like people like to talk about their passions and their interests. So a good way to like talk to someone first is to understand more about them. So, you know, take yourself out of the picture and focus on who you're talking to. Ask them what they do, why do they like it, what's this story behind it, and usually they will go on and on and on and talk about it, and like you learn so much through it, and then naturally the conversation flows. Yeah, it just flows. Or if you're not too sure, you could also talk about like current events. Politics is a very common like thing to talk about with people, like in the very beginning, because everyone tends to have their own opinions and they're not afraid to like share it, and that's like a good warm up, I would say, to talk about other things. Tip number 4 would be to think about what you have to offer. So if like, because you're not exactly like making friends, I guess, but if you're talking to someone maybe more senior, think about what you have to offer. Like it's all about providing value. So what value do you have that you can offer to someone? What can you help someone with? And try to focus on helping other people, giving back, and not expecting anything in return. Normally you would get return, like people would see that you genuinely want to help them and you have the skills to help them. They would naturally be really happy to accept that, and actually it would return to you. So my story of this is actually super cool. So I basically, on LinkedIn, a guy asked me to help review his mental health app that he was going to launch, and I said, sure, I will go on a call with you and, you know, provide as much help and value as I can, because why not? Like, you are doing this amazing health app for mental health, and that's amazing for young people, and why not help? So I said yes. We hopped on a call and we share a very, very similar journey and story, and we connected. And then when I told him that I was interested in coaching and I wanted to be a coach, but like the proper trainings are super expensive and stuff, so I'm going to probably do that after uni. Like I just said that as a just it just like naturally flew in the conversation. And then he said, I'm also interested in that, and I did a coaching certification with this charity. They specifically help young people to become coaches, and the quality of the training is like worth £2,500, which is like kind of the standard of like a good proper coaching qualification. And he connected me with the charity, and yesterday I had my first session on coaching, and in 6 weeks I will be a certified coach, and I already have a few friends that are kind of happy to let me coach them as a like beginner. But I am super excited with that, because like, remember at the very beginning, early videos, I did say that I wanted to become some sort of coach and stuff. I never thought that I would get a proper like training, like there's practical experience, I even have an assessment. That's scary. But like, I did not expect to have this opportunity, and it came out because I was asked to help if I could, and I hopped on a call and said, yes, I am going to help you because I can. So, you know, you never know who you're going to meet. I think networking is it's really fun and it's worth it, I think. Like, as an introvert and someone who's not confident, it's really scary to put yourself out there. But at the same time, I would say try, just like try, because it's just actually really fun. My fifth tip is probably think about how you want to present yourself. Do you want to present yourself as very formal, I guess, very polite and like, hello, my name is Presence and I am a student. Very smart, academic. I don't know, like, for me, I just want to be myself. And like, I think it's actually, yeah, the most important thing is be yourself, but also think about what type of vibe, I guess, you want to present to the world. Like, who do I want to be? I want to be someone who is friendly, who always helps other people, positive, bubbly, just always happy, because I want to be someone who's always happy. So that's just actually me. So just knowing how you want to present yourself is a good way to like not be as nervous about, oh, what am I going to do? I don't know really how to show up and stuff. Yeah. And my final tip is, again, don't be someone who you aren't. Don't try to be super smart and know everything when you actually don't. Like, I will be honest and say I am not very good at politics. And so when people start talking politics, I struggle a bit. And also, don't let the fear of rejection, don't let the fear of messing things up, of like making the wrong first impression to stop you from putting yourself out there. I have had awkward conversations, I have said the wrong things, I have kind of given the wrong vibe at a wrong situation, like an interview. I was like really bubbly in an interview where I probably should have been more like formal and like, yeah, you get me. Oftentimes when you mess up, the other person won't really notice, or they would, but they won't really care. You are self-conscious about yourself when actually the other people don't really care or don't really see it. You shouldn't let your self-doubt, you shouldn't let your thoughts about yourself of you are shy. I keep telling other people that I'm shy, I'm shy, I'm shy, and that keeps making me act shy. So once I stopped that, and then I started to ask myself, who do I actually want to be? Like, do I actually want to be shy? No. Am I actually shy? No. I can change that. I can change if I want to change. I think it's really important to like, this tip I heard from a webinar that I went to a few days ago, and he talked about confidence. So kind of faking it till you make it. Like, maybe you're not confident to talk to the certain person. Like I have a podcast later, and I am nervous about who's coming on, and I'm just like, like I'm really scared. Honestly, I'm yeah. And what do I need to do? I need to, number one, breathe. Two, stay calm. Three, I need to tell myself that I can do this. I am a confident person. Well, I can present myself as a confident person, as a calm person, and I believe that this conversation is going to be really good and really amazing, because I find that when, like, before you talk to someone, if you're in a bad mood, then normally the conversation doesn't go really well. So I would say make sure that before you start a conversation with someone, a call with someone, just do something you like, make yourself really happy before you start the conversation with someone. And I think it would tend to go really well. It's also about networking, not just with people who are like above you, you could say, like maybe older than you, more experienced than you, but it's really important to also network or with people that are similar age to you. Like, the amount of like year 12s and year 13s and university students that I met that I'm friends with, and they're doing crazy things. And imagine them in like 10 years from now, they are probably going to be like super like senior level, crushing it, and so will I. Hopefully, that's my goal. And we would be a strong tribe. We would have a strong network together if we keep in contact regularly during these years. And you never know just what will happen, because we don't succeed alone. We need help, and it's all about helping each other to grow. And you're never alone with anything, and you can never really go far alone, I think. I'm sure you've heard of it, but you're like the average of the 5 people you hang around with, and your network is your net worth. So it's really important to surround yourself with the people that you aspire to be, have the qualities that you want, probably just people who support you and really have the same mindset as you. Yeah, like for me, I really like to hang out with super ambitious people, and people who understand the importance of personal development and mindset, and are positive all the time, and don't take things too seriously, and just like to have fun. And I think this networking experience has really helped me do that, and I'm really hoping that I will keep these friends for a long time. And yeah, it's all about making genuine connections, being yourself, and understanding that it's scary when you're an introvert and when you're just starting, but it will get easier, and it's going to be fun. And yeah, I hope this video was semi-useful. So yeah, you know where to find me. You can find me on Instagram, or you can listen to my podcast, It Starts With Action, on Spotify and Apple Podcast. And it would be super cool if you could add like maybe a few stars to it, or maybe a review. And if you have any bad feedback, obviously, please tell me, because I need to improve. I know I have a lot to improve. And YouTube, please give a like and subscribe. I haven't said this for ages, I kind of miss it. And please share it with your friends. And please, if you tried any of my tips, or if you're going to, and if you have any fears about it, like what's stopping you from trying it out, if you want to. Like, I'm never pushing someone to do anyone that they don't want to. I just hope that the video will help you if you want to do this, but you're afraid to do this, or you're an introvert and all that. And so it would be super cool if you share your experience with us in the comments, or anything you want to say to me. And yeah, I hope you have a good rest of the week. And thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate you guys. And don't forget that it all starts with action.